Alright. We should be gaming. I guess I was planning on doing more Blissey raids. It's fine. We'll live. I'm using an old controller right now that has pretty bad controller drift. We'll see if we can kind of get the controller to work around it. I'm pretty sure that, like, if I just get the controller to think I'm using the directional buttons and not using the joystick at all, like, it should work. So I just have to not touch the joystick, and the directional pad should work perfectly fine. So let's rent out some of our bowling teams here. Super Bull, Super Troll. Not sure what I want to start with right now, honestly. I kind of feel like you know, like, it'd be nice to start working on the Kyogre team, but it's literally just Kyogre and then 5 Reg G or Reg H Pokemon. Sorry, hiccups. So I kind of want to start with one of the other teams. We have Eternatus, Koraidon, Terrapog. I'm kind of thinking about starting with the Terrapog team, honestly, and then Zamazenta. So I think we either start with, I guess, Koraidon or Terrapog, like, because the Koraidon team, I feel like I just really want to maybe take off take off Electroweb for Thunderbolt. Like, it sucks to say that that's probably what we're gonna have to do, but that should be fine. Besides that, oh hey, look, window capture. Where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Where is that? This one. Okay, there you go. So regardless, let's get ready to start renting some teams out. We got JC6, JC6, Q5B, Trubins, and then we got the Koraidon team is 2W8WBK, 2W8WBK, the Eternatus team is 3x4 PGW. X4 PGW. Cali I team. And then 1TQ8WN. Cool. And then, so yeah, that's technically all the teams. You got them all. A little long neck for you. I'm gonna go see if we do have the Kyogre team ready. So we just don't have Rongles in this one. Good old Rongles. Rongles McJongles. I'm assuming no one has said anything in the chat yet, since it's only been like 5 minutes, but I haven't looked at the chat yet. So, if so, what up though? We are, as we say, big chillin'. Hymns do be drummin'. Hymns be drummin', hymns be scrimmin'. Dang it. Okay, now I have to use the Joy-Con for a second. I'm not even touching it. Run. Yeah, see, so that's gonna be a problem. There it is. Okay. And this is technically a Miracle Seed Rillaboom. You can run this one pretty comfortably with Miracle Seed. It also looks like a pretty decent Assault Vest Rillaboom. But it's also a slow Rillaboom, which we could just make it, I mean, it's technically good versus like Indeedee and things, but let's see, I mean, we're not even using this team right now, but I'm just gonna get it ready. So, Miracle Seed, Throat Spray, Choice Specs, Eviolite, Choice Band, Bite Orb, works. Cool. And I got the chat pulled up now, so if anybody's here, what up? So this is really gonna take some adjustment for me. It's a good finish. Finishing top 2,500, about around top 2,500. Alright. So we'll see what we can do here. Gonna have to be watching the volume levels to just see if everything seems good. I've been doing a bad job with the volume levels. Alright. We got someone. Nice. Yeah, this is a decently manageable team for us. So let's just let's start these two. I feel like that's pretty comfortable for me. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. And then we just go like these two in the back, right? Like technically Ogre Pawn would be pretty good here. But mostly if I'm not committing to a slow mode, which I kinda am, so. I don't actually think that setting up Mold Trace looks that good against their team. Like, they have quite a bit that's gonna be able to try to stop what I'm doing, but should be okay. They should start Raging Bolt, I feel like. No, they just go straight. Alright, that should be fine. So pretty straightforward start here. Like, they really don't have the ability to put on the pressure that they want. So this Assault Vest Ensign's just gonna eat whatever. And I just protect, and then I click Nasty Bot next turn. Okay. They actually get to next spot. That's a little smart. Bro, the Covert Cloak, freaking Calyrex, we're cooked here. We lose. Like, it's over. Our team's way too passive. I should have just clicked Trick Room. U-turn would be really nice here. Not gonna eat this well. Yep. There you go. We're in Calyrex format again. It's happening. Calyrex is back. So this was not, like, unwinnable. We just needed to actually go for the Trick Room turn 1. And then... like, technically I would have needed to go for the Trick Room turn 1 and switch into Terapagos. And then go for... I mean, like, the Calm Mind doesn't, like, barely helps me at that point, so. But it could have worked. It definitely could have worked. So let's see. We could give it one more game with the team. We could switch. I'll give it one more. I feel like we're gonna have to switch though, because I feel like we realized very quickly that, like, we did not have what we needed. So here they have slow and fast, which is also not really good for me. Miraidon's gonna do lots of damage. So I can kind of start, like, Instant Sinistra. I have to set Trick Room. And then we kind of, like, just do this. Like, so we can definitely see where this team is going wrong, I think. The only other thing I could really do here is try starting these two and then bring Sinistra in the back and something else. So technically I could do this. I feel like this is more appropriate. Just the Draining Kiss actually could have gotten us out of certain situations versus Miraidon, so. So we're in a good position so far. We'll see what they go for. They actually just taunt. That kind of sucks. So we take out the whims, which is cool. Going okay. It's not perfect. I think we have a pretty good play here, though. Yeah, so that's fine. Alright, there you go. Drink it. Drink all the matcha. I know they didn't like that. Alright, well, we're kind of cooking here so far, like, gonna be honest. This match has been very rough, but we're working it. Positioning. Alright, so we take out Flutter with Flare Blitz. That's very big. And then we have Rover Beast. So how should we? I think one of my concerns is not getting the KO. But I feel like this is the right play. So they are gonna just Terra. That probably loses us the game. However, they have Dazzling Gleam, I'm assuming. And they're just gonna lock into Dazzling Gleam. That might win us the game. If this KOs, That crit makes a big difference. Alright, please Insyn. Oh my god. No! We lose. We lose. It's over. Unless they click Wild Charge, it's over. That is so tragic, man. Like, you couldn't just do enough. Like, you couldn't just actually do it, man. Like, come on. Why you gotta be like that? That's so unsatisfying. Like, we got the crit and everything. Alright, well. We could always just be silly. We got silly. Silly works. Silly does work. Let's try the Koraidon team. Let's try to not go silly right away. Okay. So let's see here. This is an instance where things are going to be a little bit scary, mostly because we have Icy Wind and they have Big Scary Boy. So, like, I do think in general that these three are going to be good. However, I'm wondering if we even bring this and just bring like this. The sun could be strong. We just need to be really careful. Like, because Gardevoir can do a lot here. Pretty good Zacian. So let's see. They actually withdraw Zacian, which is a really interesting play. Come on, man. Why you gotta do me like that? This is fun. Yeah. So technically, the grassy glide wouldn't have KO'd, but the grassy glide might have KO'd. So that's a little rough. This play is risky, but it should work. Especially if they're gonna Terra. Terra is scary. Especially with Alright, this is getting scary. We are entering dangerously into losing territory. So we need this flinch pretty bad, but we don't get it. Yeah, leftovers relevant. But the grass goes away, dude. That's so bad. So we should just lose, honestly. Oh, please KO. Oh my god. They threw. They threw. They didn't need to protect. The protect lost them the game. Now I have a very, very difficult decision here. I think the right play is Icy Wind, Wood Hammer. If I miss, I lose, I don't. Okay, GG. God. What a rough match, man. We pulled it off. Ogerpon indeed would have been a lot better than Koraidon there. It's just there would have been the factor of the Blue Twin Storms being better and not getting the sun. So, all in all, like, it worked. But it didn't feel good. I honestly do think that, like, our best teams so far are the unconventional ones, like the Zamazenta and the Calyrex Ice. Ugh, jeez. Like, as weird as this looks, a team like this can wreck you, so you just gotta take it in stride, like. I'm gonna start Ogerpon. Landorus with Rillaboom in the back. And so something that people are gonna be getting used to is the fact that you actually don't always bring your legendary in this new format. I guess I'm going to because I have Fire Terra, but like, I legitimately might have been better off just bringing like Raging Bolt instead. So what I'm feeling right now is I think I'd rather use the fun teams than this. Like, even just using Eternatus would be better. So we'll try the gradual progression down the line. Psychic Seed. I think this is my best play because if they have Water Terror, I'll probably still KO them, honestly. So that's my thought process. And it stops me from taking neutral damage from... what's it called? So, yeah, we get the guaranteed KO on Indeedee. No Trick Room. We do have to be careful if Poliwrath comes out. Instead, we got... So no Expanding Force if they have Expanding Force. If they have Sash, that's bad. But they don't. So. That's scary. But not much they can do now, so... Yep. Technically my play doesn't make sense. But, I mean, they're not gonna win, so... For Hyper Voice. They probably thought that did a lot to Rillaboom, but... we have leftovers. And technically, like, 2 of them probably still KOs with leftovers. That is something to think about, like, 2 with AV versus 2 with leftovers is a difference. Bonk is a bonk as well, so GG. A bonk is a bonk. So, we can do one more with this team. I don't particularly particularly. Just sounds funny after you say it too many times. I don't particularly like using this team right now, but I will give it one more just because it has won 2 in a row. If it loses 1, we're going to switch to Eternatus. If Eternatus loses 2, we're going to switch to Kali Ice or Zamazenta. So. Alright, scary stuff. They have Sinistra, they have Sunny Day Whims. They got all the Super Bowl Big Troll stuff. I think this feels like a really good lead with this in the back. And then... See, like, this is one of the instances where it's like, do you bring Koraidon just to bring it? Or, like, should I literally just bring Ogerpon? Yeah. So what you guys are going to see here is that, like, bringing Koraidon instead of Ogerpon might legitimately lose us this game. And if it does, that will be very unfortunate. But we're going to have to see what happens. We need to pay attention to the threats, basically. So let's... Well, because they're going to Sunny Day, right? Like, they're going to Sunny Day. So, technically, I should... I should have Terra Blast in the other spot. Well, and there's that, so. Alright. We can re-ride Dawn. So, I would expect a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Hopefully we live it. Yeah, they should go for killing. Alright, so Leftovers is cooking. They only have 2 Pokemon left. And I have Terrad. That's bad. I have Terrad. Yeah, the fact that I Terrad might lose me the game. That's good damage. So in that case... One goes 2 turns. We should be able to KO them with this. Yeah, that's fine. We should double rip this. Nice. Okay, so that's GG's. Very well done for this team. So the team did what it's supposed to do very effectively when we really needed it to. And that's nice. I think I forgot how many turns of Tailwind they had left. Yeah, so they really needed to Terra Charizard. That was their big mistake. I'll just do this because we always win. We got the dinosaurs. Yep, GG's. We didn't lose a Pokemon. We just gained. That was all. Cool. So I still don't necessarily feel perfect about the team, but I do think that we showed exactly what the team has the potential to do in that match in the last couple. So, you know, that'll get us back to... I don't know what it's doing. It's taking its time. There you go. That'll get us back to Ultra Ball tier, which feels good, because no one likes Great Ball tier. It's literally the worst, like... we're dropping frames. Is that what's happening? It looks fine. Okay, let's switch. Yeah, that was, I mean, it went okay, you know, let's be honest, but I felt like I was really clawing those wins, and we weren't really seeing Koraidon do that much. Oof, okay, this is going to be a test for sure. My team does thrive pretty heavily into comps like this by just leaving like Torny turn. I can also technically lead Urshifu, of course. I think this might be my safest lead, with this and this in the back. Feels pretty solid. Urshifu could be replaced by Fluttermane to decent success, I think. I really like clicking Wicked Blow. So this team I just feel comfortable with. I really don't feel like we're at a lack of options, and I feel like even with going between those two different possible leads, like, they were both okay. Like, this is gonna go okay no matter what. Okay. So this is fine. We just Tailwind, Fake Out. Well, okay, yeah. Could have thought about that. But I'm kind of happy if this goes down, because then I can bring my boy. So we bring in the Etern and Burn. just in case. This should be perfectly fine. They will be forced to take an uncomfortable amount of damage. However, I'm playing in a way that, like, they can take advantage of. Yeah. So I need to not do too much damage here to my own Iron Hands, and then, yeah, so that's good. Hope that this Sludge Wave does enough. Go for Drain Punch. Technically, I should Heavy Slam here in case they switch into Calyrex. So sometimes you gotta, like, think about those little second decisions, but hopefully we get a KO here. And we get a KO. Okay, awesome. So this is going very well. So, I do believe that we should live a +2 hit with Eternatus, and because of that, we should win. And I don't think that switching anything out this turn helps. So, full send. That is bad. Okay, we might lose. I am not. So what do we do if we want to win that? I think they should know that they just win pretty much, like... so what I basically had to do is we switch out Iron Hands for Urshifu. Yeah, that's the only play we had. I hate Calyrex, dude. Like, come on. It's so frustrating. I mean, to be fair, like, I had a lot of plays that I could have done better, so I kind of just, like, sat there and clicked Sludge Wave and hoped for the best. We should have brought alternative methods of speed control via Fluttering or something, so that would have been the way to win in that case. So here, I don't love it, but I can just start, like, Torn Eternatus, probably see pretty good success, and then bring, like, Ogerpon Iron Hands in the back. Or, I mean, Urshifu Iron Hands. Yeah, that should be pretty good. So, Torn Instinct. Understandable. Likely story. Fine, I'll not click it this time. Alright, cool. So now I click it. Now I click it. Now we do it this team like yeah. It's a big unforced fight. Alright, Terrapod and Rongles. Terrapongles and Rongles. So we'll see what they want to go for right away. They might have like this Specs Terrapog Storm. That'd be fine. I'd probably prefer that to some other things. Took away their own Grass Mickey. Do you have comma? Nope. This is gonna do a lot. Yeah. Fortunately for us, though, this is going to be bad. So let's just do the do. Sludge Wave close combat. Now we actually poison ourselves and they live it, which is pretty impressive. You gotta give it that. But not much they can do now. We bring out hands, and that is it. Don't mess with freaking Eternatus, man. I'm just saying. Like, it'll knock you out. And see, Sludge Wave's good. Like, I almost didn't lock into Sludge Wave, and then Sludge Wave rolled everything. Tis a Sludge Wave. A wave of sludge. Alright, so we got a Scary Jerry team here. We can start like this probably. We can bring this in the back. And also bring this, I guess. So I might have locked into that too quickly, I'm gonna be honest. I feel good about this, but we're gonna really have to see. This one ogre is fine. You're gonna lose both of them though. So, how do you feel about that? I really hope we have Iron Hands in the back, but I feel like we don't. So this is gonna look weird, but it's perfectly fine. Ugh. Double click Drain Punch. Okay, let's just Tailwind. And I might even Protect just for good measure, like. But I think I can win if I just Horn Leech. What? Wow, okay, that could have been very bad. So it was probably better if I had just gone for the other play I was thinking. Okay, yeah, this is gonna get scary. But they didn't click Protect. So. They also went for Wood Hammer. So that should win us the game. This has been very scary. No, that might lose us the game. think we're gonna lose. What? What are they doing? Alright, throw. Throw off, my guy. Jeez. Oh man, that was rough. Okay, we won. There was no reason for them to do that. The only reason you would ever do that is if you forget that I don't have Focus Sash, which I don't, so. That could have gone much, much worse. Now let's have fun. Uh-oh. Okay. So we start this and this, right? Or we start this and this. And then we do need to be really careful with the way that we use Calyrex here, but I think it can work. So if I was leaving behind Calyrex, I would have brought Vikavolt. If they do that, it's... Alright, this is where it gets scary. think we can do this. It's gonna be rough. Alright, this is really good. That's not good. Alright, you might lose. I did switch to expanding force though, didn't I? Please KO. Oh my god, the tragedy of it. The absolute tragedy. It's... just the most frustrating Pokemon. So ironically, Vikavolt wouldn't have been bad here. It just obviously couldn't have gotten us all this. So I could have brought in Indeedee instead. Well, technically I think hard swapping Indeedee when they clicked Astral Barrage would have been the thing to do. And then going for like a expanding force, right? So just going for that. But yeah. I think here, this will get kind of rough because I think the best thing I can do is lead like these two with this in the back. And then like this. I don't hate Vikavolt here. I think Vikavolt's really strong. But yeah. I actually think Mudsdale's pretty good. So the big fear is that they start Groudon Shiyu, and I can't ground Fire Terra, right? So they start Groudon Bloom. I'm perfectly fine with that. In that case, we pretty much always just click Expanding Force. See how this goes. This is probably a really bad play, but I want it to work. Yeah. Tragic. The double connect. Even more tragic. Now, question is, did I bring Vikavolt? Because if I did, we're gaming. Please bring Vikavolt. Please. God dang it. Freaking Vikavolt. Vikavolt could have been doing it, man. Vikavolt could have been the star. So now we go for Glacial Horns, and we go for Heavy Slam. I don't love this play, especially because, like, Groudon should have ways to get out of this. But I don't really think it's, like, even if it Terras that it should live a hit, it might. So that's the scary thing. Are you guys ready for me to throw? No, because they do. Now let's see if they have Terra Blast, because this looks like one of those situations. Terra Blast Rillaboom. That's damage. So I could have double Trick Room this turn. However, I think Helping Hand Glacial Lance is probably a better play. Because if they switch, it's good. So now the problem comes when Shiyu is in the back, right? Because this is going to be difficult. So we have one chance here, and it's basically no Sash Chiyu when we Trick Room. That's our chance. And no Foul Play. But it's fine. Could have had Vikavolt, man. Vikavolt could have been doing things. Whatever. Alright. Last Lee for the night, I think, is this team. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it right now. Like, the pieces are there. Execution, not so much. So this might be an instance where we set up Trick Room and then our Chowdon kind of just runs the game. So we're going to have to be really careful, but like, we do have quote-unquote options. Yeah, I don't know. So do you start Arch Twins? So this isn't going well, I'll be honest. I am gonna Will-O-Wisp them. But I don't think we're winning, so it'll be really nice for them to just take this KO. I'm perfectly fine with that. So this is where it's going to become difficult. If the rain were to go away this turn, that would probably win us the game, but it shouldn't. So, I really don't think this is gonna work, like, because they're just gonna do it again, and then it's gonna KO, so if it doesn't KO, yeah, see, like, at least we could have taken the KO on Fluttermane this turn. Very unfortunate. Arch is still good, what can you say? Very frustrating. Yeah, I really don't think that this was ever gonna work after the first turn or two. Like, we didn't have anything to really beat the Archchild on, and that was the problem. Nada at all. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Obviously, I can try this team for a couple matches just because, like, it will probably do better than some of the other teams we were just trying. Let me just check it. QP481. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're just farting around, as they say. Like, you know, we're really not trying teams that are that good, and I recognize that. I really just haven't taken time to try to build anything, and I'm not really looking forward to Reg G that much again. Like, it's having to readjust back to it after Reg H just feels like, like, I understand, ooh, geez, it's centric, but I also feel like, what? I mean, they're probably trying to get ready for the double restricted format, if anything. This feels kind of good, lead-wise. And then... So I do actually think this is a good team. It's pretty underexplored for me. We're gonna probably have to do some adjustments, but I'm thinking. Hopefully they didn't run out of time. They did. So they start Mouse and Rongos. Take out Hyper Voice. I don't really understand the motivation for Trick Room right now, though. Like, where does it get you? Because I'm just gonna hyper voice. Yeah, like the Will of the Wisp is annoying, but it's like you're just being annoying right now, that's all. So they should pain split us. I still think we should be able to just go for this pretty safely. Like the pain split's obvious, but it's like now you don't have mouse anymore. So we do need to switch out Rillaboom, but one more Blood Moon should KO Dusclops, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, because I felt like they were going to do that, which they should have probably pain split the other spot. They do live, which is impressive. So now they should just have, okay, Raging Bolt. So in that case, we can probably just click Hyper Voice, and then E-Speed. I feel pretty comfortable about this. Yeah, okay, so that could have been bad. I think they were trying to call the Ice Spinner, which is smart. That also could have been bad if they had targeted the other slot with that Dragon Pulse. So now, I'll just bring out Kyogre, like, yeah. I mean, I think we were still probably always going to win because we had Rillaboom and Kyogre. Yeah. So they did throw a little, let's be honest. Like, if they had Dragon Pulse the other slot, it would have been kind of scary. But with the amount of health we took them down to, I think we were always in a kind of good position. Alright. So not being able to do Murkrow things is going to be pretty bad here. The main thing that I can do right now out of anything that I can do is start these two and hope that it goes well. And then bring, I think, these in the back. I don't hate Dragonite here. And I do like Blood Moon's ability to be a deterrent for electric moves. So maybe that was something I should have thought about more. I wish this wasn't like the only play I had. We get good damage, we get the Volt Switch. All fairly telegraphed, which is good. Then they have to switch in first, which is reactive. So the question is this still a good thing? take out the hands. They bring out winds. I think we stay in and we just go for it because of the benefit of extreme speed. Not only that, they're slower, so... Gotta be fast in the game. Alright, yeah. Because you have to lock into discharge, and I don't know if it can KO, but like... I think that was looking pretty rough for both of us. Like, there was no clear saying who was going to win that, but we won. Alright. So I'll give it one more. Hope that if it's a loss, it's at least not like a tragic loss. Now this is cool. This is very cool. Okay, let's think. Because the best thing that I have right now, I think, is actually Quash plus Make It Rain. So I'm gonna lean into that. We have Quash, Make It Rain. We have this. We also have... We have a lot. I mean, like, I actually think that, like, leaving out Kyogre and bringing Dragonite is probably best. Because it feels the most positionally viable. That's not technically true. Because I just have to set Tailwind, right? So... Excuse me. So we'll see. I said I thought this team felt good, so... Kyogre. This should be okay. I don't love this. I'd really like to actually just click make it rain, but like, I don't know. Maybe I should have. Jeez, bro. Alright. So this is going pretty well so far. We really just dunked on their Kyogre like that, bro? How weak is your Kyogre? Like, water spout too strong, or their Kyogre is just not bulky. I mean, my Kyogre is not bulky, but like, that's so much. Cargarite. Alright, Mr. Cockroach. We could lose this still. So we need to be very careful. Jaltera. Technically, I probably should have just gone for Water Spout that time. So I did that in case they clicked Thunder Wave, and because I know how strong Water Spout is, that could have gone poorly if I didn't get the KO. But I also have Grassy Glide in the back, so pretty straightforward stuff to some degree as well. So yeah, I mean, I was reluctant to use this team just because we haven't really figured out the movesets. And we haven't faced teams that are like crazy good either, but like, the team has shown what it can do. So. We will wrap that up there. It's a good round of matches. Obviously, all in all, like, we could have played the whole round of matches better, but like we saw what teams were working, right? Like the Koraidon team was doing well. This team was doing well. Yeah, pretty much just like the Koraidon, the Kyogre, and the Eternatus were really the only teams I felt like had any weight. The other teams were like, while they were good, we were really fighting for it. So we got at least some decent matches out of it, and I will repost what I can. So I guess let's just go look at the teams really quick. Alright, so here we've got this Kyogre team that I've been working on. It's really like a pretty good team. It looks slightly awkward in ways, but like it really just comes down to like one or two item choices, right? Like the choice specs, Goldango, I like the Trick Protect idea, but like it does play a little awkwardly. You could just do Nasty Plot with, you know, leftovers or Metal Coat. And you could also not do Steel Terra, and you could do like Dragon Terra or something. So, you know, there's always things like that. But also, the Vacuum Wave on Ursaluna could definitely be taken off for Protect. This team really only has one Pokemon at face value that can protect, except for Goldango if it clicks Trick. So, you know, it makes the team more like hyper offensive. But I just like Vacuum Wave for the extra priority ability. Like we have Grassy Glide, we have E-Speed, we have Vacuum Wave. We also have Quash technically, so we can make anything priority compared to one Pokemon if we really need to. If it's not Dark type. But if it is Dark type, we have Vacuum Wave. So I like Vacuum Wave for dealing with things like Shenpao. You know, like we can click Grassy Glide, Vacuum Wave, and have two, you know, strong moves that are just going to deal with a Sash Shenpao. So the only way it gets out of that is if it Terras, and it really shouldn't Terra in front of like a Rillaboom or Saluna lead. So, you know. Except for if it doesn't want to get faked out, but like, is it really worth it, you know, in some cases? So I think the team is relatively straightforward. Besides that, like, you know, Kyogre enables Rillaboom to take hits better. It enables Goldango to take hits better while, you know, just clicking Make It Rain. We have the Quash and the Tailwind and the Haze to enable Goldango and Kyogre, and then, you know, Ursaluna just kind of doing Ursaluna things. I think if anything, like, we could probably take something off for our Chaladon, and, you know, we did face one Archaladon and it was very strong, so, you know, it's a good Pokemon. Some things to think about for sure, but the Dragonite, you know, is gonna still be around. It's not like everywhere anymore, but as the meta adjusts and develops back into itself, like, we're gonna probably see some more Dragonites again. So I think Dragonite did perfectly fine in this round of matches. We actually, in general, just did fine in this round of matches with this team. You know, everything all felt flowchartable pretty easily, and I mean, I said even before Reg G started again, like when we were building this team in the end of Reg H, I was like, guys, like, this is gonna be a good team. It's just like there's a couple item moves choices that are awkward, but like when you look at this team, like this is legitimately a good team, even if like it doesn't have Landorus, it doesn't have, you know, Ogre Pond, right? Like it's a Kyogre and then 5 Reg H Pokemon, but it doesn't really look like a Reg H team. So, you know, this could be a Reg-Age team with like a Pelipper over the Kyogre, but you wouldn't really use these spreads and like these Pokemon together in Reg-Age. So, I like it. It's fun. The round of matches was good. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy watching it. We also used this Eternatus team. I do think this is a good team. It's a little bit awkward in some instances just because you do only have Tornadus being able to pair with the Sludge Wave and not take damage. Otherwise, besides that, you have to click Protect or Spiky Shield, but I really do find myself wanting to lock into Sludge Wave a lot, and like Choice Spec Sludge Wave does just wipe things off the field. So the damage is really hard to overstate for those who don't expect it. Like they will very much underestimate the Sludge Wave because they're expecting it to just click Dynamax Cannon or, you know, whatever, but like Sludge Wave will literally do at least like 2/3 health to anything that doesn't resist it. And like, so you just click it and then they're like, oh geez, hold on, like, what do I do? And the only thing that's not in that case is like Iron Hands, right? And we have things that are good against Iron Hands, you know? We have our own Iron Hands, we have Flutter Mane, so, you know, Iron Hands will probably take, like, I'd say 45% from a Sludge Wave, maybe 55 if we're lucky, but, yeah, it's, team does what it needs to do. I enjoy it. I don't know what I wanted to say besides that. Like, we really start Torn Eternatus quite a lot and just click Sludge Wave, but you can start Torn Urshifu pretty successfully into like Cali Ice teams. I feel I do that quite a lot. I mean, if you're starting like Ogerpon Eternatus or Flutter Mane Eternatus or Iron Hands Eternatus, you're probably not clicking Sludge Wave. But, you know, I really just find myself wanting to lock into Sludge Wave so much, and I don't know. It just, I think it, more than anything, it speaks to the way that I play the team, and like, just because you have Sludge Wave doesn't mean you have to click it, and it will change the trajectory of the match quite a lot if you click Dynamax Cannon instead, and it makes the team able to do a lot more passively instead of me like potentially just blowing up my own Pokemon while blowing up theirs. So, you know, it allows you to conserve your pieces and continue still being a threat, you know, so I like it. I like the way the team has shaped up. We could technically do like Steel Terra, Iron Hands if we really wanted, but the Grass Terra, of course, is really good for Amoonguss, which gets two-shot by Sludge Wave anyways, so it's like, Amoonguss isn't actually a problem for this team. Like, I'll literally just click Sludge Wave or Dynamax Cannon plus Wicked Blow or Heavy Slam or something, so, you know what I mean? I also have Taunt. Like, this is a really fun team. I enjoyed a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy the matches that we played with it. So the other team we used that was doing well was this Koraidon team, and I will definitely say I want to switch Electroweb for Thunderbolt. So I probably should just do that right now, or like in a couple minutes, and then, sorry. I should probably just do that in a couple minutes, and then I'll have like a new rental code for the video when the time comes. But yeah, I mean, like, the Electroweb is cool. It really dampens the amount of damage output that Raging Bolt has into certain things, so like, I really don't think that Thunderbolt is necessarily the right pick on this team. but like there is instance, or sorry, I don't think Electroweb is right, but like there is instances where Electroweb works. I just think Thunderbolt is ultimately better. So we also felt like, you know, probably would have actually just been better to have a Groudon instead of Koraidon, but you know, Koraidon does provide some benefits, of course. Like, the biggest problem with it is that it is 4 times weak to fairy moves. So, just the weaknesses that it has compared to Groudon is, like, so bad. And, like, it's almost just that makes Groudon better. Like, even though, you know, Swords Dance, Precipice Blades is strong, but missing Precipice Blades doesn't feel good. So yeah, this team works the way it needs to. I don't really know what I wanted to say about it besides just showing it and then being like, enjoy the matches, really. It's been a long stream, so I'm kind of burnt out, especially because I haven't streamed in X amount of days. It's been, I don't know, it's been almost like a month probably, so yeah, I think a 2.5 hour stream is probably gonna do it for me. Like, this team, it has a lot of different leads that you can do, like Rillaboom Flutter, Rillaboom Raging Bolt, Rillaboom Landorus, Fluttermane Landorus, Ogerpon Landorus, Ogerpon Fluttermane. I mean, like, you know, there's so many things you can do. Fluttermane Koraidon, Ogerpon Koraidon, Koraidon Raging Bolt, you know. At this point, I'm just naming things, but like, all of these, my point is, are viable leads, and in different situations are good. So the team has a lot of interplay, and it also has good synergy between the Pokemon, you know, like Koraidon, Ogerpon, Raging Bolt, Fluttermane all work really well together. Landorus can check some of the more annoying things, like, you know, Miraidon, even though we have the Raging Bolt with Snarl and Fluttermane and, you know, all that, right? So, Fake Out Rillaboom, always nice. Passive healing, grassy terrain, and bulky Raging Bolt to go along with that, right? So, lots of fun stuff. I think this is definitely one of the stronger teams we have so far, along with the Kyogre and the Eternatus. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and have a good one.